besides being known for playing the comical character Mr. Bean. Rowan Sebastian Atkinson is a visionary man who knows well how to enjoy his wealth. But have you ever stopped to wonder about just how this comedian lives? In this video you will find out all about the luxurious life of Rowan Atkinson. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Career. Born in 1955 in the town of Consett, England, Rowan Sebastian Atkinson is now a famous actor and comedian. Despite having a degree in electrical and electronic engineering, Rowan decided to forego his education in the 1970s to pursue his dream in acting. He began working as a comedian on BBC Radio until he managed to get in the TV shows on that same station, such as in the series Not the 9 O'Clock News, until he took on the lead role of Edmund Blackadder in the historical comedy Blackadder. But, without a doubt, his most relevant creation happened in the 90s, the sneering, egotistical, and childish Mr. Bean. His character was so iconic, he got famous without having to say a single word, reaching audiences of all cultures and languages around the world. Rowan has definitely won over audiences for his incredible performance with facial expressions. In addition to Mr. Bean episodes, movies, and even cartoons, Rowan has played other memorable characters, such as in his Johnny English film sequel, the romance Love Actually, the comedy Keeping Mum, the Netflix series Man vs. Bee, and many others. Despite his entertaining characters on the theater screens, Atkinson is also a talented stage actor. And for that he has already been honored with a BAFTA Award and an Olivier Award for his theatrical performance. Currently, with a career spanning over 40 years, Rowan Atkinson has already earned a huge fortune that can provide him with a luxurious life. Mansion. Rowan Atkinson does not give up luxury and comfort when it comes to choosing a place to live. He once owned, for example, a historic house in the village of Waterperry, known as the Old Rectory, located in the county of Oxfordshire, England. Situated on a 6+ acre lot, the rustic-style home has medieval attributes and was built in the 18th century. Among the main rooms of the place are 3 charming living rooms and 5 bedrooms with furnishing from its era. There is also a media room, a kitchen with a large central island, and a complex with an indoor swimming pool, which offers ample space for recreation, as well as a landscaped garden outside. Rowan would use the house as a country retreat until he sold it for £2,425,000, despite initially listing the place for £2,900,000. Besides this property, it is speculated that the actor owns a few estates in London. One of them is allegedly a £4,560,000 house, and the other is a rustic-style residence in Harley Gardens in the upscale Chelsea neighborhood. Moving the price up further, the actor's main mansion in England is also located in Oxfordshire, known as Handsmooth House. Upon purchasing the estate, many thought Rowan would restore its original residence, but he opted to demolish the complex and build an 8,000 square foot glass mansion with a more contemporary, futuristic style that was designed by American architect Richard Meyer. Upon entering this incredible property, you can notice that it is full of impressive architectural details, as well as having large staircases connecting its 3 floors. There are large glass windows in several rooms, which bring natural light into the interior, reflecting the gracious aspects that surround its location. In addition, the place has ample living spaces, which offer comfortable living to Rowan Atkinson, who describes the home as simple, graceful, and elegant. On the outside, the richness of the finishings follows the same pattern as the interior spaces, which together with the clean design, make the mansion stand out amidst the natural beauty of the 16-acre plot, which provides a lot of tranquility for the actor to live in front of exceptional views. There are several open fields around, as well as a tennis court and a luxury swimming pool with a trampoline, plus large patios and a well-kept lawn in the surrounding area. Rowan bought the property in 2006 for just £2,500,000, but after the major rework he had carried out, it is estimated that the site is worth £11 million today. Cars. If there's one thing Rowan makes a point of spending a good part of his fortune on, it's cars. The Englishman is a true lover of four-wheeled vehicles and has a very diverse garage. Among his most simple cars are a $30,000 Jaguar 7 Malawian Quachas, a $37,000 Lancia Delta HF Integral from 1989, a $50,000 Mercedes-Benz 500e, a $55,000 Land Rover Defender 90 Heritage. Unlike Mr. Bean, who only uses very old mini-sized vehicles, Rowan likes more luxurious cars. The following cars have gone through the actor's garage as well: a $100,000 Audi A8, and a rare $130,000 Honda NSX from 2002. The comedian also has a memorable Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG in the color of wine, which he is always photographed by paparazzi driving on the streets in his daily life. This stylish and super sporty vehicle is capable of reaching the speed of 199 miles per hour. No wonder that its value is estimated at $260,000. His passion for speed is such that he has participated in several races. Rowan crashed his Aston Martin V8 Zagato in 2001 at a motor event. He spent about $300,000 to rebuild the car. Currently, it is worth about $335,000. Some sources point out that Atkinson also once owned a Bentley Mulsanne Birkin, which costs around $400,000. From his beloved Rolls-Royce brand, the actor owns the Phantom Drop Head model. This car was also used by his character in the movie Johnny English. And if you want to own such a machine, you need to spend about $500,000. Another vehicle that has passed through Rowan's garage is a BMW 328 Roadster, a classic and rare car that has only been manufactured between 1936 to 1940. And because it's so exclusive, it's worth up to $1,200,000. But the most iconic and expensive car in Rowan's garage was his 1997 McLaren F1, a car well known for achieving an impressive speed of 240 miles per hour. He even crashed this machine twice, and because of that, he even got a $1,400,000 insurance policy at the time. In 2015, the comedian decided to auction the car, raising $12,200,000. For sure, the actor does not skimp out when it comes to cars. Jet. Rowan Atkinson has plenty of money to travel in more comfort and privacy, chartering private aircraft instead of taking commercial flights. On one of his vacation trips in 2001, for example, the actor traveled in a Cessna 202, a single-engine, small-piston aircraft. However, the ride almost had a tragic end, as the pilot passed out during the flight. Rowan, despite having no experience with flying, managed to keep the plane in the air while his wife revived the pilot. Usually, a person who went through an episode like this would get too traumatized to fly on private planes ever again. But everything points out that the actor still charters flights, which can cost up to about $10,000 per hour of flight. Personal life. Rowan Atkinson has always tried to preserve and leave details of his private life out of the media. But being a public figure known worldwide, it's almost impossible to stay 100% safe from peeping eyes. In the late 80s, the actor met the makeup artist Sunetra Sastry at BBC's Backstage. They married and had 2 children together. His son Benjamin Atkinson, who is 29 years old, went on to a career in the British Armed Forces and is now a horse trainer. His daughter Lily Sastry, meanwhile, is a 27-year-old singer and dancer. After 24 years of marriage, the couple announced their divorce in 2014. Although not confirmed, rumors have emerged that the reason for the separation was an extramarital affair. This was due to the fact that after the divorce, Rowan quickly began dating the comedian Louise Ford, who is almost 30 years younger than himself. As a fruit of this relationship, Atkinson became a father for the 3rd time at the age of 62 to a girl named Isla. Sources of income. Besides just making a living as an actor, Rowan Atkinson is a visionary man who has done a lot to increase his income. In fact, the Englishman is very smart, despite acting silly in many of his roles in the theaters. Atkinson is, for example, director of the cartoon production company Tiger Television, responsible for the transformation of Mr. Bean into animation for children's audiences. This only proves that Rowan is very integrated into the current market and that his creation did not become an outdated comedy that remained in the 90s. There are already over 130 episodes, and everything indicates that the cartoon will return to the screens in 2022. The animation has also become a huge commercial success, launching exclusive products ranging from Mr. Bean branded clothing and accessories to a collection of NFTs. Rowan even has an Instagram for his character in order to promote and sell his products, totaling over 8 million followers on the media platform. Not to mention he has created several YouTube channels that have over 50 million subscribers and over 26 billion views, which makes him quite a bit of AdSense money. Another source of income for the Englishman is with advertising. After all, many brands like to use Mr. Bean as a messenger in the dissemination of their products. As such, Rowan has already signed contracts with telecom company Etisalat, with the bank Barclaycard, with M&M's Chocolates, Snickers, and many others. In addition, Rowan has his own production company, Hindmech, which is also known to bring him a lot of money. To get an idea of the figures, The Independent reported in 1997 that his company was making £1,900,000 a year, which was equivalent to about $2 million. Even then, Atkinson was the sole director of the company and his then-wife, Sunitra Sastry, was the company's secretary. For an annual salary, he was paying himself over $1,340,000 in that period. In other words, he has currently managed to amass quite a fortune. Rowan Atkinson definitely knows how to make his wealth multiply. Net worth. Rowan Atkinson is a very wealthy actor who built his empire from scratch, thanks mainly to his illustrious role as Mr. Bean. The television series premiered in 1990, garnering large audiences of different ages and languages around the world. With this, Rowan can receive royalties when his work is broadcasted on various airlines and television channels around the world, whether it is television series, films, or the animated version. To have an idea of values, Mr. Bean's debut in the theaters happened in 1997 and it was a real box office success, generating more than $250 million in revenue with a budget of only $18 million. According to some sources, Rowan's fee as an actor and also as executive producer was £11,500,000, equivalent to $18,400,000 in values of that time. As his fame grew, the actor managed to get other relevant works. An example of this is his Johnny English film series, in which he parodies James Bond. The films together grossed almost $618 million at the box office, and Rowan Atkinson certainly earned a good slice of that amount. That's all without taking into account other performances in movies like Keeping Mum, Love Actually, Scooby-Doo, and Netflix's 2022 release series Man vs. Bee. And all this professional success in the entertainment industry justifies the personal wealth that the mogul has built, having an estimated net worth of $160 million. Not bad, isn't it? Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.